All right, welcome back to another exciting episode of Stardom Bed'em Fantasy Football Podcast. We're gambling fantasy. I'm your host, Brendan Shelley. I'm with my man, Dan Ambrose. Dan Ambrose, what is going on, dude?
Not a whole lot. The dog days of summer have begun. I'm ready for this season to begin. Nothing's on TV. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Exciting times, I guess, though, as far as training camps and stuff starting. So been good to see that, I guess. Nothing better than listening to people complain about athletes in shorts throwing interceptions. So it's the worst time of year.
Yes. Or people going crazy because athletes in shorts can throw perfect passes and dimes on the money. We're going to talk about a team that had a guy like that last season and tricked a lot of analysts, and myself included, thinking he was a competent NFL quarterback. So excited to discuss that one. I'm sure Dan is as well. It's going to be an entertaining conversation nonetheless, because today what will we be talking about, Dan?
We are talking about the NFC North. So
Indeed.
Pretty exciting division here. I kind of struggled with this one, to be honest with you. But we'll see what you had, and then we'll go from there, I guess.
A couple updates with this division, too. Christian Watson, can't stay on the field. I love him as a talent, just pure speed. Everybody loves Alec Pierce, but look at Watson. He's basically a better version of Alec Pierce, in my opinion, except he's always injured. So Watson got a nice little extension, got a little payday there from the Green Bay Packers, and I figure you want to talk about them first. I don't know what you have on your schedule here, but I figured I'd just give an update on the division. Outside of that, there's no real big updates that I can provide. I don't think I have any shaking news after we already did the update show earlier. So let's just go through what you got, man. Who's your bottom dweller in this league?
The bottom dweller is going to be the Vikings.
I agree with you. We are in lockstep with that one. All right.
So
I got the Vikings at 8-9. What you do?
Yeah. So I did really, really bad, and I think that it might have been a little bit too much, because the more I think about it, like this is only going to go one of two ways. It's either going to be fantastic or it's going to be an absolute disaster. So I guess I'm on the disaster side. I had them at 4-13. I do think that might have been a little bit harsh, but their schedule's not fun either, though. I don't know. Like, I'm just looking through their schedule. Do you have them beating New Orleans?
I do. Let me check right now. That I would assume yes. I have. What week is that? That is in week 5. I have
5.
Yeah. Week 5. I have New Orleans beating them.
Okay. Yeah. So
I have New Orleans. I have New Orleans beating the Vikings.
But you don't have your boy Willis beating them?
I have the Vikings beating Malik Willis.
Okay.
So yes, the Vikings are beating the Miami Dolphins in week 4 per the way I did this. Yeah. Did you have the Dolphins? You just trolling me about the Dolphins there, and nothing to do with you had them losing that game as well?
No, I have the Dolphins beating the Vikings. The only game I have them winning before the bye is Tampa Bay.
Interesting. Okay, so I got them beating the Bears, division rival. I figure early in the season, I don't know, a stroke of luck. I gave them that win. I always give more weight when I have a division rivalry going on there.
The division rival on the road. Give them the win.
Yeah, I gave them the win. Yep. So I got the Vikings in week 2, and I got the Vikings in week 4. Otherwise, they go kaput before bye week. So they're 2-3 coming into the bye, and then they finish out the year okay. Like I said, I got them at 8-9. Not quite your 4-13. That's awesome.
Well, I mean, the middle of their schedule is brutal, right? They go Detroit, Buffalo, Green Bay, San Francisco. Who knows? Atlanta, maybe I have them losing to them, but who knows? Carolina, Patriots, Detroit, and then they finish off against some weak teams. Well, not weak Washington, obviously, if you go back and listen to the other shows, but the Jets and the Bears as well. So I don't know. It's we'll see. I think Kyler's going to be a better story than
he's
JJ
an upgrade
was last year. I can promise. Yeah. How could he not be?
Anybody's an upgrade. Like Dan said last year when we went back and forth on a ranking show, JJ McCarthy I kept saying, he looks great. Look at all these throws. And Dan said it best. Everybody throws a perfect dime in shorts, so
Yes.
let's talk when the season starts. We talked. I agree with Dan. JJ McCarthy did not check the boxes I want him to. I still think he's got some talent there, Dan. I just think he's just got to get his head together. And it's not going to happen this season. He won't get that opportunity because little Kyler Murray is going to be taking that job. And I'm excited for the guys like Justin Jefferson in that team. Even TJ Hawkinson, they've just been neglected over the last few years. Jefferson, not as much, but, I'm excited to have somebody that can get them the ball. I'm just hoping that Jefferson doesn't die off like Marvin Harrison did,
Right.
in Arizona.
So for our Minneapolis listeners, the only ones that are going to be believing in this team, 8.5 is their win total at the book. So it's slightly juiced to the over. So some money coming in on the over. They're at minus 120 on the over. 8.5 wins. You said you had them at what? 9-7 or 9-8?
I got them at 8-9. 8-9. So I don't want to
just under that.
Too close.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
too close to play with. Yep.
The one that I don't hate though, if I was on the Vikings, is at 5-1 to win the division. I mean, I think this division's pretty close. We'll talk about it a little bit more here in a bit, but the Lions should bounce back. But I just, I don't know, 5-1 doesn't seem terrible to me if you're going to bet on the Vikings on something in here. The next team, we'll just work our way up, I guess. So I have the Bears in third place in the division. Did you have them there?
I don't. I love Ben Johnson. He's my guy.
Okay.
Caleb Williams. So
All
I
right.
got Green Bay. I got Green Bay
Okay.
at 8-9, the same
So-
record as the Vikings.
We'll start with the Bears, and then we'll
Okay.
go from here. So the books have the Bears at 9.5 wins. Currently, that is being shaded towards the under. So the over is at plus 110 right now if you like the Bears. I have them right around 8-9. So just under 500.
I did 11-6. So I will bet the Bears. I'm going to mark this up on our betting sheet. I will bet the Bears over 9.5 wins. I think they get 10. I like the plus action. I think they get 11, but even, 10s to me is not undoable as well. I think they can easily achieve this. They're a strong team, a young core that's being coached right. And you saw the success they had last season. It's only going to get better. I really feel that way.
So I guess my fear is that the league adjusts a little bit more to what Caleb's been doing, right?
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of a catch up there. And I don't know. I have him kind of doing pretty well at the beginning of the season, and then just throughout the rest of the year, just kind of like going through some stretches where not so good. But yeah, I could see him getting to what you're saying, right? To 11 wins. Because I do have them losing some games that maybe I'm a little higher on the team than I should be, like the Falcons and the Saints as well. I have them losing to them.
Okay. What do you have them going into the bye, week 10?
5-5, it looks like.
Me too. And then I got them turning it around. That's what I did. So I feel Ben Johnson is the guy to get that team turned around too.
That's terrible math. It was 5-4, but yes.
5-4, you're right. Yeah, week 10. I did the same thing in my head though. But I have them getting 5 wins before the bye week. So they're going to be 5-4 going into the bye week. I think they only come out stronger. Their schedule after the bye week, they get a tee off against the Saints. Did you have the Saints winning that game?
Yeah, so I have them losing the next 3 weeks.
Okay. I can't argue with the Lions and the Jacksonville Jaguars, but I need to see more from Tyler Shook to say that the Saints can be a force to beat the Bears, I don't think they are. So, yeah, I have them coming out of the bye week pretty strong. They win versus the Saints. I see them blowing them out of the water. Then they lose a tight one to the Lions, and then they win a close one to the Jags. Then they run over my boy Malik Willis in week 14. And then the Bills get them. But I like, I like the I like the Bears, man. I really do. I'm very high on them. I think this division, out of all my divisions that I did, this is by far the closest. All the other ones have at least one bottom dweller. When I say bottom dweller, I mean at least 2 or 3 wins below the top team. Not the top team, but the third team in the division. This one, I got 2 8-9s and I got 2 11-6s. So it's an exciting episode for me. I was excited to talk to you about this.
The division for the Bears, they're at plus 340. So if you like them, almost getting 3.5 to 1. Conference to win the conference, 12 to 1, and to win the Super Bowl, 22 to 1.
I don't like the 22 to 1. I might dab a bit with the with the conference. I might put a little change on there, not a lot. I'll mark it on our sheet.
Make the Super Bowl?
I don't know. I don't know if they have.
I mean, if I were you, I would lean towards the division.
The NFC, here's the thing. The NFC, you have the Rams and the Seahawks. Right there are my top two teams in the NFC. You know? The Rams only got stronger. Myles Garrett, by the way, we didn't talk about that yet, but the Myles Garrett trade, we are, this is a stacked division, and a stacked conference, in my opinion. I think they're going to hit a lot of hard teams in the playoffs. Hopefully the Eagles will get it together this year, and they have to face them. There's a lot of teams I think that are better than the Bears. So I wouldn't put money on the Bears to win the Super Bowl because I don't think they're going to make it there.
You think that Ty Simpson's going to lead the Rams to the Super Bowl?
You think Stafford's going down early?
No, I don't. I really don't think that. I think he's fine. But he's getting older.
Me too.
So
he is for sure. But they just locked him in for another year too. He's locked in for 2 more now. They just restructured his contract. He's one of the highest paid quarterbacks. And then Mahomes had to get his money. So they redid Mahomes too. So yeah, it's been, like I said, I love the Bears. I love what they're building, but I don't think they're going to get over that hump this year. I think in the next 2 to 3 years, we will see the Bears in the Super Bowl, though. I can say that confidently.
Yeah, I could see that. I had Packers 12-5. That's my next one. So I have them second in the division. Packers win totals at 10.5. So over under. So the over is at minus 130. So early money is on Packers over. And then if you like the under, that it's plus 110. To win the division, plus 230, which I'm not that high on that. Win the conference, 9.5 to 1, and to win the Super Bowl, 18 to 1. So I think my biggest thing with this is, and I kind of fell into the trap last year, and it's possible I fall into it this year, is that I think I'm just maybe a little too high on Love, and he has yet to really prove to stay healthy for this season.
Yeah, it's a shame. Before, what was it, 2 seasons ago, he was coming in with such promise. He really looked fantastic when he got the opportunity finally, and he just hasn't been able to stay on the field, in my opinion. Not my opinion, it's facts. And you see what his numbers do. I need to see more from him in playoffs, so they had a nice game versus Dallas. They teed up on them nice a couple of years ago, but I think he needs to get more experience in there. So I got him going 8-9, dude. I did not, the Packers
so you have
for
them
me
in
this
third.
year. I have them in third. Yeah, I have them in third above the Vikings and below the Lions. So, yeah, they're going 4-2 in the division, which is nice for them. That keeps them above the Vikings. But I think 8-9, just because of the strength of schedule going through, they got some tough games in there. They're really, in my opinion, like I said, it's a tight division as it is. And then they play some teams like Dallas, and you sprinkle in the Bills. And I think don't they play the Vikings this year too? I think no, they do not. But yeah, they do play the Patriots. So there's some games on the schedule this season. I think they're going to hit a couple clunkers. I don't know. You got them pretty high. So are you betting them? That's my first question.
So I have them because it's at 10.5, right? So I got them at what?
Yeah.
What did I say? 12.
You got 12. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a two-win cushion.
That's minus 130 doesn't feel great to me for a 1.5 game.
No, I agree with you.
Thing, right?
Yeah.
So, so I guess we'll go to your division winners then. So
we already did.
Wow.
We already did. That was my Bears. We can talk about the Lions.
So you're talking about the Lions. You got the Lions in last?
I got the Lions in second place. I go Bears, Lions, Packers, Vikings.
Okay. Yeah. You just had them at the same record or no?
Yep, 11-6, but the Bears went 4-2 in the division.
Okay.
And I have the Lions going 2-4 in the division. They have a rough season this year in the division. And it bites them in the ass. And I think it's because of Dan Campbell.
The one thing that the Lions have going for them is playing that last place schedule. So that's why I kind of lean towards the Lions. They kind of remind me of 49ers last year with the easier schedule, essentially.
Yep.
I just think that they'll end up getting there. I got them quite high too. Plus, where am I at? I have them at 13-4. So just ahead of the Packers by 1 game.
Right on. Yeah, it's a powerful division though, the way you've ranked it out. I love the Lions. I love Amon-Ra St.
You
Brown.
just higher on Minnesota. If you had one team that you thought was going to suck, that would be the difference, right?
Yeah, you're right. And I don't think the Vikings will absolutely suck with Kyler Murray at the helm. I don't like to say that. I don't like Kyler Murray, but you got me,
Yeah. But I mean, I kind of agree. I think I was a little harsher on them than I should have been. So it's possible. And if they win more games, then that means somebody has to lose more games. So.
Correct. You were not harsh. You were outright cold-blooded. It's awesome. I'm telling you, man.
It's only funny if it actually happens.
Dad hates you.
Yeah.
It'll be gold. If it does, I'll be happy too. I will be happy for that too, because I preached against Kyler Murray every episode in this show, and he's burned me so many times. By the way, I did say Marvin Harrison Jr., and I shouldn't have, honestly. You look at his metrics, it's nothing to do with Kyler. Marvin Harrison's just not doing his thing. Hopefully this season he sets it up with the Cardinals. We already talked about them though. But Jesus Christ, I'm telling you, Kyler Murray, bastard. Oh man. All right. So what did you have? Any exciting wins here with the Lions?
So the Lions are 10.5. They're the same as the Packers, -130 on the over on that. So if you don't like the Lions, you got 110 on that. They have the best division odds at plus 155, and then conference they're at plus 850, and Super Bowl 15-1. I don't think they're at Super Bowl right now. I'm a little concerned with Goff this year. I think that he can get through the regular season. Okay, I just think he might get a little bit exposed when it comes to the playoffs.
See, I think he's probably one of the strongest pieces on that team. It's not about getting exposed; it's figuring out the blitz packages to get to him. He's not mobile, but he gets the ball out very quick. It's going to be Dan Campbell probably now, right?
That's a fucking disaster, like we saw last year, right?
It is. No, he took it away last year. So who is calling plays this year? I need to Google this actually. Drew Petzing is. So he is the new guy. So they hired him last season. So we'll see how this goes. He's going to be calling plays, and we'll see how long that lasts. Like John Morton, that went pretty well, you know.
Well, last year we did Jared Goff over, right? His yardage was like 3,650 yards last year. Has not thrown under 4,000 since he's gone to the Lions, I believe. So this year they kind of woke up a little bit. His over-under total right now is 4,000 and a half.
They finally learned. The question is, will Caleb Williams break 4,000? We just missed that one last year. Missed it by literally 68 yards, that son of a bitch.
The interesting one to me is the Kyler Murray one. He's got passing totals like Justin Fields. We're talking like 2,000s.
They probably don't think he's going to stay healthy. I actually heard a pretty interesting take. Sean Salisbury, I don't know who he's with these days, but he started out, he was the main NFL live guy back in the day, former NFL player. But I love what he said. He said it on Unpaved, according to the Google here. But what he was talking about was that Kyler Murray's he runs away from every time he has competition. And it's pretty pathetic. He said that he did it back in Texas A&M. When competition came there, he ran away and then got the starting gig right away. Then when he goes to Arizona, you have Jacoby Brissett. Brissett starts playing well while, Kyler Murray's on the bench. He's not the true leader there. Everybody knows that. And instead of trying to duke it out and win that position back because it was an open competition, he's running. He went to a program that is desperate for any kind of viable quarterback after the disaster of J.J. McCarthy. And I honestly, I don't hate it. I like that take. Murray, I don't want to say he runs away from competition, but it sure as shit looks like Jacoby Brissett chased him out of Arizona, or himself chased himself out of Arizona. The guy can't finish a season. He's never on the field.
Well, if he would have stayed, he would have to deal with Carson Beck too, so he would have been in trouble anyway.
There's another guy too, and of course, the disruptor, Gardner Minshew. He's there as well.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Don't forget Gardner. Gardner, we will see him on the field this year. I guarantee it. If there's a prop on that, I would bet that in a heartbeat. Minshew always finds a way to get in there and fuck up some wins that they thought they had lost to tank. And Minshew's going to be the guy to get them those wins. It's going to be epic. There is some interesting comments coming out of camp, too, just to show the maturity side. Kyler Murray did handle it well. They had a thing with him and J.J. McCarthy. They put it back side by side. But Murray literally said, it's two guys competing, but, we look at each other and we help each other out, all that stuff. JJ has the other side. Well, it's like high school when you're competing, you sit in the other sides of the room. And I'm like, that's weird. Like, you didn't handle it well. Just the maturity factor with JJ, that was pretty bad. And it just gave more levity to everybody saying Kyler Murray's just dominating there so far versus in the competition. I don't know. O'Connell's offense is going to be tricky for him. He's a great coach, and I hope he gets enough time with Murray to get him in the right mindset. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't have much faith in Kyler Murray. That's why I got him going 8-9.
So other than passing stats or anything, we don't have to go into great detail because we'll do it later on in other episodes. Is there anything that you're looking at potentially maybe on the receiving or rushing side?
Yeah, I like Matthew Golden over 625. I think he really steps it up for them this year. He has to. I mean, everybody's putting all their eggs in the Christian Watson basket, who's at 750, by the way. I think he easily crushes that if he stays healthy. But that's one where you got to bet if he's going to make it the whole season. I frankly don't think he will. Other ones on here that pop out, there's none really. Maybe Jordan Addison over 650 yards. I love Addison, and with Murray there, maybe Murray can air it out, and Addison can definitely break any defense there. Other than that, I'm not really Tucker Kraft's on here. It's going to be good to see him healthy. As for running backs, they're giving a lot of credit to Jordan Mason again. They got him at over 650.5. I'll probably bet under that. He's consistently inconsistent, so... And Aaron Jones will be sure to get injured, but will he be, enough time to get Mason 700 yards almost? I don't think so.
Yeah, did Green Bay get anybody at running back in the draft or in free agency?
No, the whole thing with Josh Jacobs happened. I'm still waiting to hear more information on that. We didn't talk about that, man. Josh Jacobs, domestic violence, locked up. Then he got out. He posted bail. We'll see what happens with that. I don't think there's any major updates on that, but outside of Josh Jacobs, I mean, you have a bunch of scrubs behind him. The big name to look out for there is Marshawn Lloyd, second-round running back. They took him a couple years ago. He's been injured, though, for, I think, almost 2.5, 3 years. So I'm excited to see him get back on the field. We'll see. He's a third-round pick, not second, but a lot of explosiveness. He can catch well, too. It's saying everything I'm hearing about minicamp, like Dan said, they're in shorts, mind you. He looks awesome. So I'm extremely excited to see him on the field. Outside of that, man, they really don't have anybody. They got Chris Brooks. We know Chris Brooks. He's been bouncing around the NFL for years. Pierre Strong, another guy's been bouncing around. Damian Martinez, he was a rotational guy that kind of came and subbed in here and there, I think, with Oakland. Not Oakland, I'm sorry, but Las Vegas. But I think Marshawn Lloyd would be the name to watch for, and we don't even have any props on him on our thing at all. But I don't know. Another one that I like here too, Dan, honestly, DeAndre Swift. I can see him getting over 800 yards. He's capped at 800, and that's probably one we're going to talk about in our rankings show.
Okay. Yeah, I don't hate that one either. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I think it's pretty strong. I really do. And the Bears love to run the football. We know that. Kyle Monangai, the young running back there from last year, rookie. We'll see what he does this year, a little bit more in depth in the offense. But this is DeAndre Swift's backfield. And to cap him at 800, I think is just a poor service to him.
So, quick recap then. I think that the Lions are going to win the division. You think who?
I got the Bears, buddy.
All right.
I got the
Bears.
Yep.
That would be back-to-back too, right?
That would be back-to-back winners for the Bears. That's correct.
Right.
Yep. And I will bet the Bears. Coming out of this episode, I will definitely bet the Bears. I'm going to bet over 9.5 with plus money. I think that's a great value. I'm going to be looking for that Caleb Williams prop for 4,000. I'm sure it's floating out there. Remember, the Bears have never had a quarterback throw for 4,000 yards. This is going to be the season. This is the year to bet it. So hammer that shit. And if you haven't heard, Luther Burton's going to be pretty good. So Ben Johnson is pressing that just like every fantasy analyst in the sport right now. So it's going to be a tight division. And like I said, out of all the divisions, this is the tightest one that I have by far. So it could go any way. The props to bet the conference. Are you doing division for the Lions or what?
No, I think that if I did any division winner in this one, it would be the Vikings. I would go for the long shot, 5-1.
Yeah, I don't hate it with my 8-9 Vikings. I don't know about your 4-13 Vikings. All right. Well, Dan, give them where they can follow us. So
follow us on X at StardomBet'em. You can also follow us on our personal accounts as well at D'Ambrose04, and Brendan is at
BShells13. That'll do it. All right, guys, we appreciate you here. Thank you for the support. More episodes coming. We're going to be tackling the AFC South next episode, so hope you join us. Thanks again.
Different magnetic. Yo, my raps vaulted, here my memory banks that never be released. Box cut inside the apple, you're in for a treat. Paper cuts in a vicious way, running back, dead giveaway, the handoff, the cease. Reigns Tony Kukoc, I've been diagnosed with whack rapper symptoms. You might need creatine or cortisone shots. Slaughter poems out, they couldn't find our bodies, hid it in border home plots. I'm up crafting consultation appointments. Larry O'Brien trophy room showcases boisterous. I bliss from my lungs, my voice has a grip. Sharp double vision, magic tricks, disastrous. Snatch the quarters in mid-air during a coin flip. I rhyme at Malaysia, ministry of lessons. Galaxy Guardians perplexing, mind up Batista. Got these losers stressing. I didn't see the signs either. My future's progressing. I'm on my grind like a barista. Brewer sessions.